Subjugation! Done right. Makeshift munitions. We'll fill all your battlefield needs. Get up close and personal with items like spell bombs, or if long range is your thing, check out our Viridian Longbows made from only the best tree folk. We have you covered and equipped for less than anyone else. Don't sacrifice your hard-earned treasures. Makeshift munitions, the only munitions superstore in all of Ixalar.
Well, hello, everybody. And the Falcon Wrath say it best. Look at that quote. Living creatures seldom impress me, but I like this one. Cool stuff. Happy birthday to my wife, who's in Montana, hanging out with a girls' weekend. So I got the house to myself playing some Pauper. Obviously, it's Saturday. It's propaganda. My steps are all here nice and early. Thank you there. I think it's only us right now. Maybe I gave the impression we didn't have a show today. The only show we're going to be missing in the nearby future is October 11th. Dreamer Stingo's here. All right. So this deck is one of my favorites. It's kind of a propaganda mainstay, and I was shocked to find out that it's been like 14 or 15 months since I've played it. We played a Dimir version of it about a year ago, and but the Simic version that I'm kind of known for is about the best I've ever done. I went to a Pauper challenge about, I don't know, 6 years ago or something, and I got 14th or 15th with this, so it's got teeth. It can do the thing. Anyway, this version runs 21 lands. We got 3 landscapes, 2 forests, bunch of islands, 1 seat, 1 tree, and 4 bridges. Our ninja package is all here, the 4/4. We've got 1 crypt that we can fetch because we're running the Trinket Mage package. 4 Faerie Seers, 1 Network Disruptor. It's an artifact. You can search for it, tap that last dude that's getting in your way for lethal damage, and then come through. 3 Turnicide. That's just the MVP counterspell for a deck like this, where you're kind of investing in the longbow on the creature. You have 1 blue up, and you can save your combination from dying, so it can kill things that it's supposed to be doing. How do we do that? Well, we put the bow on a Recluse or a Viper, and we do the thing. This deck has a lot of flash. We've got 8 creatures with flash. So this little bit of a counterspell package there. I mean, most removals 2 or less, so that's why I went there. 1 Kenku, 3 Trinkets, and 4 Pulse of Murasa. This is an homage to just how good red decks are. Got to stay alive there. In our sideboard, we got 2 Crypts, 2 Sandstorms, 4 Weakstone Subjugation. Again, I'm really high on this. So much better than killing things, or even like this being a Masked Vandal, 2 or 3 of. I'd rather keep the thing on the board and just tap it down. And, you know, we're not too worried about, this might be a mistake, just because if our combo's working, we're just going to be killing stuff. So, but there's times when you just want to keep it on board and such. 4 Hydroblast, 1 Blue Elemental Blast, and the last Vandal here. So without further ado, we're going to run on over. This is about, on a really good day, a 4-1 deck. I'd be happy with a 3-2 outing today. Could easily go, you know, like last week, like a 1-4 or something. You can, hey, those are my initials. I wonder who this is. Me from the future. Anyway, Chimsky's here. Woo! Alrighty. Greetings to Chimsky's Throw and everyone in the future. YouTube says Dreamer Stingo. Well said. All right, we like this hand. We'll keep it. I considered playing, there's quite a few 1-drops in green that can do the thing as far as Deathtouch go, but the reach against flyers is super, super important. So, all right. Let's see. Blue. Interesting. Okay, they chose blue. Wow, this is strange times indeed. All right, well, we'll bring out the bridge and pass, and then we'll just do the instant thing when get our Moon Circuit hacker online and hopefully be able to protect it with Turnicide. Of course, with the Simic creation across from us, I'm not too worried about that. Probably more of a bounce thing happening here. Oh, Jewel Thief has been revealed. Here we go. So yeah, in my mind, I thought, I play that list about every 4 months. And it's like, that's been about a year and a half. I was like, holy cow, it's crazy. All right, let me double check the board here. You could argue to play the Recluse here. Maybe that is right. I want to play the Recluse and I can get Trinket on. No, I'd rather get the draw package on. And it's still so early. We're likely to see a 1-mana spell here. It's probably just going to be the Jewel Thief, though. Oh, I don't know anything about that. Okay, this is a worthy counter. We're not being counter happy. We're just trying to be relevant. Maybe we'll run into a counter. Let's see. Guess not. And there's the Jewel Thief. All right, mystery solved. Let's go. Oh, all right. Offering up some food. All right, there we go. Just depends on if our guys can survive long enough here. We'll turn on the guy here, just because we can do the thing with the Spellstutter Sprite again. Let's bring this back over. I did have one solitary Cliffhaven kite sail, so I could search for it to make my ninjas fly. But too often I was looking at it early and it was wasted. When you can search for it and it stays away for the rest of that every other game, that's fine. But that's unlikely that goes down. Just want to double check I did this. All right. Playing in the Pauper Brew Society's September tournament. I'm 4-1 right now. Having a lot of fun with that. But I'm just mad that not many people play in the evening hours. So, okay. Well, hopefully we can keep our stuff safe. I think we'll bring out... tempted to just block that Oracle. Yep, the Sprite's kind of useless at this stage. I'm just gonna trade and kill. We'll block here. I already know it's in our hand there, but just be playing around it. Yeah, Nimchimsky knows all about it. I'm barely getting the hang of it, so it's good times. Okay, well, let's... If I do that, I can't do that. If I do that... Let me bring out the beast. And we'll hope for the best. Here we go. If they got removal, we're likely to see it. Let's go. Don't want to miss lands on this deck. That's why I run 21. Pulse of Murasa can sometimes get you some back too. Simic on Simic. Let's see who does it. Looks like they're going big. I'm going stealth. Yeah, that's Drew and Chipsky. It's just crazy how much that happens. All right, we've got initiative happening. Interesting. Be really cool to just top deck one of our two bows in the deck. We've got a Bant creation. Well, they're not afraid of us, are they? We're going to be taking 5. That's a lot. Consider... No, we'll let this through. Sure. I'll be blocking that Paladin probably with the Ninja here. We don't have much life here. Do have a Pulse in hand, but right now I want to... Come on, just top deck it. All right, I guess we don't. 1, 2, 3. Let's do the... Oops, I almost screwed that up. Of course, I didn't have green selected, so I'll bring out Trinket Mage. I'll go get our thing, throw it on the ground, and then... keep things alive with the other one. Yes, I want to use the ability. Got a lot of options here. Network Disruptor might actually be a good call after we kill our dude, meaning we're going to block this guy or something. They see the combo in hand. Here we go. Might consider a double block of the Moon Circuit on Jewel Thief so that I can stem my losses, because we're going to get whatever dies back with Pulse of Murasa. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll be able to do both next turn, equip, and do that. We'll see. Oopsie. Here we go. Big time creatures. Woo! Oh yeah, Pauper Classic Tuesdays. Oh, I've got 2 of them. I just don't. I dust them off every once in a while, but yeah, I'll try to bring that back. I swear, if you look at my folder for this show, I've been doing it almost 10 years now. We're coming up on our anniversary, and I think it's like 250 custom videos now. It's crazy. If you count all of, the commercials, the little spoofs, the little slice of life stuff. I tried to model a lot of it after Adult Swim. Just, how they have those little, what would you call them, interstitials? Oh, yeah, the PCT tournament has been off for 2 weeks because... I believe the host is been on vacation. I know that was true at least last week. I don't know about this week. This week caught me a little bit as a surprise. I was like, hey, what's going on? But it happened. We're in deep doo-doo here. Got a big old flyer. They know they've got this like one turn to smack us good. What is this? I don't think we're going to be able to win this one. bit too big here. Yeah, we just lose here. We got our combo, but it was just a little too late showing up, so that was huge. So we start with an L, no big deal. I'll have a few of those today. Destroy all enchantments. You know, this would be good against hexproof. I really like Tranquility in certain matchups. This isn't one of them. I do love Weakstone in this matchup. We didn't see too much graveyard. Actually, we didn't really see any. I'm gonna gamble and hope that they just don't have any. I'm going to. This could actually be a bit relevant. The Network Disruptor. I don't think we're gonna see too much stuff messing with our things. I think I'm gonna just try to kind of go all in on our Weakstone plan because they're going huge. So if I can just bring these in and do the thing, we should be fine. Are there any artifact lands? Not that I saw. Let's go. Considered Changeling, but I'm going to keep him out for now. If we get to a game 3, I might reconsider. Yes. All right. Hey, this looks very similar. We'll keep. I think because we have Moon Circuit here, I'm going to play Faerie Seer instead of the Tangle Bridge. It's funny when the Indestructible lands came out, they seem so indestructible, right? Now everybody's just Ophies or just exile ways of doing things, and this card's ridiculous. Faerie Seer is just so much card. I'll say bottom on this. We'll go top here. Draw the card up. There we go. I think we're just gonna hack or drop here. I like these dark wild growths. So many years and decades having to watch them be white bordered. Yuck. All right. So let's attack first. Oh shoot! Oh my God! What a punt. Well, because I did that, change of plans. We'll bring this out so we have counter magic. I clicked right through. So punt number 1 of the day. Hopefully the last. And there we go. Keeping me honest. Ooh, that's going to be relevant when that taps. Wait, no, that's not an artifact land. All right, let's go. Attack here. Do the thing with the Moon Circuit this time. Hi-ya. Should already be up a card, but oh well. Yes. Be a forest. Okay. That's cool. All right. I'm going to pay the price. Bring the bridge out. We're just going to kind of go all in here. Set things up. See if we get another ninja. Oh, we've got plenty of this stuff. We'll say bottom. Do have Trinket in hand. So combos in hand. And we've got a green source. So feeling pretty good. If you don't like Pulse of Murasa plan, which I really like it, it's super relevant, but you can always go with that compass that gains you 3 life and then turns any land into something. Stretch into another color zone maybe. Who knows? It feels like we've got this one set. And with the mana count the way it is, this should be pretty cool. Let me see here. Let's attack all creatures. Yes, please. Well, now, what shall we get rid of? I'm going to do that. You know what? I'll get rid of a basic here. We'll play the other one out. And we'll go get our combination here. Keeping it very safe until the thing. Yes. Let's not forget, we're doing 5 damage a turn. Nothing to sneeze at, right? And we got a Weakstone lockdown, so might pay to just sit on this and tap it down, right? Oh, Jaws, yeah, the original. Tonight, Chimsky's showing Jaws in his cool little cinema. And some training on how to be a music projectionist. That's cool. Not a problem, man. We love when we can get you, but we get it when we can't. Good times. So this is why I really like Pulse of Murasa here. We could just really play kind of recklessly. I want to keep 2 open for the thing. Let's go attack with both of these. We can get whatever one we want back. Want to keep enough open for our Ambush Viper here. Once in a while, there'll be a first strike thing where you can pull some Murasa things back and the ninja comes back that turn, or that attack phase, I should say. I'm very cool with this. Could have even done it there. Let's feign like we have nothing. We'll grab this back. Bloop. And away we go. Now we got counter magic. We're really after the Viper. And I can't really picture too many things I'm going to want to counter with the Sprite here. That might be one of them. Scratch what I said. Yep. There's no big creatures right now. I want to prevent them from coming out. What's this? Another mole drifter? All right. Gotcha. I'll probably just scrap the longbow plan. I think they might be sitting on some hate for our combo, and I'll just use subjugation here and keep swinging in, right? 1, 2, 3. That's going to cost me a lot, though. That does cost me all 3. I'm going to do it, though. We'll do this. I'll tap this down. Bam. Okay. And yes. And attack. And we'll bring out a hacker here. Oh, okay. They must not have any big creatures there, so pulled that off. And the Vandal, there's just not enough creatures going in our graveyard in this kind of matchup. If this was like a Rakdos or something, and they're killing everything that moves, I might try that out. But I think we feel pretty well boarded here. Yeah, I'm just going to roll this back. Yeah, me and Jaws are a lot alike. We both turned 50 this year. Yuck, yuck. All right, we're going to mulligan this. If I had a Seer, I'd consider it. Mulligan. I go back and forth on this Fairies build versus the... Oh, boy, we got the combo in hand for sure, don't we? Who needs Trinket Mage? We'll keep this. And we've already got our one, so we'll say done. Do not want to throw this out naked. You want to always be able to take something out and assume that the opponent, especially in a game 3, has some sort of removal out there. So, all right, well, that was weird. What, did they mulligan really hard or something? Okay, well, my coffee's fresh. Here we go. We'll count that as a dub. UG Deathtouch. Deathtouch PING. There's all kinds of ways people call this one here. Here we are. Okay, little land heavy, but part of our combo in hand. We'll keep this on the draw with the Seer. Good times. Oh boy, it's a Urza land battle. Who invited this guy to play Magic, huh? All right, Seer out. Let's see how this gets better. Got our combo here. This is going to be pretty relevant. I'm going to say top. Assuming any Tron deck really messes with its graveyard quite a bit. So having access to graveyard hate in a Simic shell is pretty cool. If you play Trinket Mage, go with this old artwork. It's so deluxe. Very cool. Prism back in our lives after a little banhammer of what, 14 months? Yeah, there's a really weird messiness to that new, what do you call Spider-Man set coming out. I think either digital or paper. There's some legality thing for the first time ever that isn't double cleared, so they have to do everything twice or something. That's a very harsh version of what the reality is. All right, let me make sure I got this set up. Always yes, always yield. So far, he thinks he's up against a Fairies matchup. I'll play this out while we've got it. Bam. I have played a land, right? There we go. Yeah, some of the Marvel stuff and like, I was a big Transformers fan when I was a kid, but when that set came out, I was like, don't do that. It's just tacky. There's just some things that, like I said about dinosaurs and even dogs and Magic, I'm like, really? Come on. It's a multiverse. I know technically everything exists in a multiverse, but not in those numbers. A little too inclusive in a bad way. All right, Well, Seer is going to help set up the thing. Ooh, this is cool. Yeah. Play the bridge. I'll pass the Seer first. Kind of want to find a, what's that, turn aside. Well, we got everything we need, don't we? I assume one of these is going to get killed. I'll say, I'm going to say bottom top. We'll draw it. Attacko, changeo. I don't know if I want to bring that out naked, but we do have an opening here, so I think I'm going to do that. Drick's Interception's way cooler. All right, we'll bring this out. Got our Kenku plan online. This is kind of our plan B. Messed around with 2 of those for a while, just way too many. With Pulse of Murasa, it's usually the target and close the door with the Tanglepool Bridge. Used to run like 1 Bone Splitter to just give this deck a little more teeth. But usually it's all about just locking stuff down, killing anything that moves, and doing the thing. Oh, what is up with these quitters here? All right, this is getting really frustrating. That's 2 matches in a row with that, so maybe they were super graveyard dependent, and I'll go to 6 then. Boop, 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 boop. I really got to go back to starting to block people that do this, because not even a mention in the chat. Like, oh, sorry, daughter stubbed their toe or something like that, you know. Very beautiful deck to look at. A lot of cool art. I really wish Tree of Tales had alternate art. I don't believe it does. Whereas the seat got an upgrade, and I think there's a few now. It's weird. They just Tree of Tales, just, it's not that bad. And hey, I did a commercial for this. Y'all remember that? Christmas time? The Tree of Tales, brought to you by Mirrodin Incorporated. From the Soul Devi something or other. I forget. Yes. All right. Do we have? We don't. We've got everything we need, but we don't have land. We're going to mulligan. We will keep this. I'll put back a Viper. I was considering Kenku, but we've got 2 foreboding critters, so we'll do that. I think I want to just get my landscape online with green as opposed to the flying start. We don't have an engine hand. I know we could go find one, but I think I want to keep this pure here. We'll do this. Why did you pick up that island artwork? I know you play it more often. Yeah, this is just one of my favorite lands, except for the signature in the corner. I hate when artists sign their work on their work. It's like, do it on the frame or on the backside. But I just, from afar, that's just quintessential island for me. And it's an Odyssey block. I used to play with these a lot when I played Flying Worms in the Odyssey block constructed. And Invasion block constructed was the my big like premiere into like pro Magic. And like got qualified for Pro Tour New Orleans and such, so that was pretty cool. Bring this out. Okay, this is Artifact Lands. Note to self. We'll bring in the Weakstone Subjugation. Okay, we like this. I'll play this here. We don't really have our combo here, so I want to guarantee that we're going to hit land as opposed to just sneak attack with a Viper that just is going to be kind of fangless. So let's go find some. I'm glad I did this. Bottom. We need to find land here. Hopefully we did that. Jaboozy! Woo! Foreboding Landscape. Yeah, I'd like to live there. It's cool. I've always liked graveyards and Halloween themed anything. This Tormod's Crypt's going to be pretty relevant if this is the deck I think it is. Pop. Oh, thank you. So we still have something we can do EOT with the Ambush Viper, but this is just an anemic attack here. I mean, give us 20 turns, please. So deck definitely has a few little design flaws, but it's a lot of fun when you pull the combo off, which we still haven't even seen go off yet. Yeah, I might live in a graveyard after I die. You're right. I'll be graveyard dead. My new favorite phrase. All right, let's put out a little more pressure. Used to call this deck Flash Gordon about 9 years ago. Remember Little Fight was always getting irate when I would play that music. I would always cue up the song. We'd be playing over headphones, and I'd blast the Flash Gordon song when I would play this deck, and it drove him crazy. Here we go. Got a big fair / get together in our town today. Everybody's out and about. In fact, they're going to have a portable pickleball outing for this one place that I was trying to get a job at. I still might. I don't know where that's going at. And there's 2 pros there, and if you beat one of them, you get like a free like a year's invite to this place, which is a pretty pricey place called California Smash. But so I think I'm going to bring my racket down there and have playing with the new Vatic racket. It's the Prism Bloom 14 millimeter. Loving it. Ball's going everywhere I'm looking, so I'm liking it. Get smashed in California. That's pretty much it. All right, we'll do this. And I feel like Counter Magic's headed our way. Do we want to do the Kenku thing? I think we do. The heck with it. I don't really care about these creatures much. We'll do this. Targeting the bridge. And we got some real damage. A couple turn clock here. I'm sure they're going to have some response here. They've been really quiet. This is just Jund. Probably waiting to pull the trigger on a wildfire effect. I mean, what am I talking about here? The cannonade or the breath weapon? Oh, guess not. I could have got a 3-for-1 there. One of my favorite design blue cards. Just love this thing. Needs a little help on the quote there. All right. There's the Spaghetti Man, which we can block forever and ever. Some serious damage. Uh-oh. Well, we've got flying blockers for days. I'd rather have counter magic available. Let's do that. Can kill him anything for 2. I've even run for scenarios just like this, versions with like Ginger Brutes. So we can fetch and get. So let's go do the thing. We'll get this out here. We'll go get part of our combo. Yes. We'll bring it out. I think it's best to sit on it, maybe? They might have a way to bring out a few of those. So let me do this. We'll just get our combo online here. Got plenty of things we can block with. Gonna really suck if they do the breath weapon or something here, but they'll at least lose their familiar. Now they see what we're up to. We'll be blocking with Kenku. And if it doesn't have trample, that's always whatever I throw in front of a bus first. Is this a Hadar, maybe? No, wrong kind of mana for that. What are they doing here? I always like to try to predict. Sir Mateo 197. Okay. You know, if you squint really hard at the Writhing Chrysalis, it kind of looks like the Propaganda logo. Okay, well, there goes our team. Good thing we got a couple of flyers. Here we are. Graveyard Dead. Here we go. Crunch. I'll let the mage die. I don't want to take 6. And maybe even kill the familiar. Sure, let's let this die. Writhing has a lot of abilities, but one that it doesn't have is Trample. Alright, now we need a Pulse of Murasa. I need a lot of stuff. Sit back with this. Okay, we'll play this. You You know what? I'm going to equip the Faerie here. I'll just be in blocking mode. We can still cast the Spellstutter Sprite. Very deceiving little list here. Oh yeah, Borosignus definitely. Yeah, that's pretty much what I designed around. I took that logo, changed a lot of little things for legal reasons. I didn't think that would ever be a reason, but just in case, you know, you always want to cover your base. There's quite a few differences in separation and where lines are and stuff. But yeah, I definitely wanted it to feel like, you know, the thing there. So, alrighty. Well, here comes this. I think if they had removal, they would have played it. Block here. There we go. What is this new devilry? No, we're not letting that happen. Get out of here. It worked out well. Had they not gone for the surprise value, they would have been able to pull that off. No life for you. Kill you too. Hi. Come on, where's our little death creatures? Pulse of Murasa would be nice right about now. Twisted Landscape. Cycling. And there we go. I kind of like this. But do I like it more than this? Let me crack this. Guess we'll go blue. Play the Seer, just another blocker here. Seeing what we're gonna get. That's pretty good. Kind of want to. Bottom. Do I really want to see that next turn? I guess I can attack and turn that on and draw another card. All right, we'll say top. Getting a little bit greedy here. I can't really attack. I mean, I can with this here. Hey, we're not doing too bad on life here. Consider an all-out attack here. If I go for 4, then we take. Well, we can always block that. This does not have trample. Let me take 6. Sure. Let's turn up the heat a little bit. Methfit ran. Ahoy! Back at ya. I didn't realize we had him down to 10 already, so this is kind of relevant. I might have to stay back and try to block something. Of course, everything's flying. Never mind. That was dumb of me. Lembas showing up. Gonna be returning that Spellstutter Sprite. Jaboozy. Sitting in a jacuzzi. Here we go. I'll take out the Seer. No sense in losing half our life. Or something like that. Crack. Another reason you want to run a lot of lands. This thing costs a lot to equip, so doing the thing, right? Smack. And they're technically at 3 life here. Let's trip this now. It stops getting Limbus. Yield. Let's go. That's a strange choice. Alrighty. Well, we'll fly over with this. Well, that's 4 if we do that, but then I'm like dead. I'm talking graveyard dead. Oh shoot. Oh my god. What a dummy. Punt number 2. Oh my goodness, that was horrible. That was embarrassing. I was just thinking like the word trample. I forgot the reach thing. I was like, oh wait, it has one of those. The wrong one. Maybe this will put up a buffer to attacking. I don't know. Feels like we've given them too long. Had them close to dead. Oh boy. Spells the end here. Jund. We need our poisonous creatures to show up. There's 2 in the graveyard. So far, we've only seen Galblast as their removal suite. You gotta come at me with both. Yeah. Have to. Just nothing happens if you do that. There we go. That's gonna get just bigger and bigger. This is a really silly attack. Okay. Just save your clock if you're gonna do that move, right? Weakstone, subjugation needed. Yes. It's going to be tempting to put it on our lands. I might want to save it for the chrysalises, right? Damn. We just lose here. I'll act like I've got something good in case the flying couch shows up. I guess I can equip. I'm going to put it on this because the ninja, if they Galblast it right now, it's pretty likely. So I can at least get him to maybe 6 before we're dead. All right, something going down. Cycling. Woo! Yield to all. Yep. Man, oh man, this is brutal. I can't believe I ran into a writhing chrysalis. Need some of those striations going upwards to remind people in the art, like they should have given the thing wings. I had the weirdest game against well, it didn't matter who it was against. My deck, I'm playing the drain list that I like so much in the Pauper Brew Society, and I had 3 lands, and I didn't see another land till I had 28 cards left in my deck. It was outrageous. I mean, that is, I think, more than, I think the rest of my deck had like, it was like 70% lands left. And I was doing everything. I won the game, but I was like, you know, village rights, and then the, what's the other one that's just like village rights, and I was just doing everything under the sun at end of turn, sacking things, eating my own blood fountains, just draw 2, draw 2, draw 2, draw 2, and never finding a land until I was more than halfway through the deck. It was really ridiculous. Okay. Blocking the big one, blocking this one. We'll shoot the familiar here. Boom, pop. Don't want more damage. That's actually pretty well timed. Do I want to do it as a surprise, though? We can take one more attack. I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it as a surprise. I don't want to block with the Viper. They probably just have a Galblast waiting. So I'm gonna do it as a bluff attempt. Like, oh, you want to attack into this? Hoping that, you know, if they got a Galblast, we're going to see it. But so we'll be at 22 at least. Yeah, I'm making a lot of matchups, being able to make either Clarkend Shaman or Crypt Rat have a 2 toughness is pretty awesome. Pulse of Murasa. We've even done a commercial for that. Murasa's Market. So I'm doing this before, like, I could do it a lot sneakier, but I'm going to play the Ambush Viper now in my hand. There it sits. So this hesitation feels like they don't have a Galblast. Or they were just reading that card, right? Block here. We can't do the damage dance because we're going to bring out our Ambush Viper and hope it works, but it doesn't feel like, if they have any sort of answer for this, we're doomsday. We'd really like to have Turn Aside show up here. Green. Yep. They're probably going to wait till we spend all 3 to do it. Really wish that was a, you know what? We'll try it. 1, 2, 3. Does it work? See, if this was a turn aside, it'd be really, really timed right. But, oh well. Wow, it worked. Okay. Well, I'd rather play this out now that we've got our combo online. I'm just going to play it. We might pull some Murasa back at Kenku or something like that, right? Why on earth would you wait till now to do that? It's so weird. Do they not know about the combo? All right. That was really weird. Well, we punted. They punted. That makes more sense. Hydroblast in hands. Deathtouch? What does that mean? Viper. Ninja. My stab throw is always all over that. 3rd through our list, and we haven't seen the card we have in a 3rd, which is, okay, there's that. Turn aside. Very important in this kind of matchup. This is all about Weakstone Subjugation the next game or 3. Oh boy, there's a Hydroblast. They're taking at least 8 here. Yeah, Masked Vandal. That's another one. Vandal. I haven't seen too much graveyard. I'm sure it's got it, right? They've got to have blood fountains. I think we'll just keep it to the 1. Again, what a silly attack this is. They're trying to wear down my clock with Jund. Be a pretty funny strategy, right? Boop. Oh boy. Let's ship it. I'll go to the next game. We need all kinds of things to go right, and we're not doing much of anything here as far as that goes. 1. Bring in all of these, please. Turn aside, I like. Network Disruptor might be super relevant, especially against a Flying Spaghetti Man. Want to keep 2 of these because they're probably going to have answers. Oh boy, what to lose, what to lose. I'm going to actually lose my sprites. We'll lose our fairy package. We'll just keep it to the 3 for early ninja. Let me double check here. Yeah. Turn asides could probably maybe turn these into Hydroblasts. Maybe just 1. They do have cast downs and such, so you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I think they might favor more like a cast down style thing, and that's going to work there. I know Chrysalis isn't red. I know, but thank you for reminding others. Might be me sometimes, but today I'm on it. Oh, let's put an L there. Boop. Yes. Let's open up the yards. We've got the early kill card. Keep. A little too early to see Network Disruptor. I've always loved that little moon folk rogue. Well, since we have time, we'll just get our lands right here. They're probably going to play a tap land, then we can... I don't think it's worth disrupting there. Might just play our other bridge and Weakstone their land. There it is. Boop. Love this play. There's always this pause. I think I'm the only player in the world that plays with Weakstone Subjugation, and I always tout its prowess here, and nobody listens to me. All right, let's do this. I'll do the thing. Bam. I'll do the 20-second pause. Like, why is this card so good? I've never seen it. There's the pause. Blue land destruction, everybody. Get into it. I don't know if it's a hive mind thing. Nobody plays it because only I do. I don't think I've ever seen somebody play it. Tournament worthy city. All right, bottom and top. Deluxe Stone Subjugation. Yes, I know. If I have some tragic death, they should rename it. Not that I'm deserving, but that would be aptly named for sure. I want to get out another critter, so I'm going to just play the landscape here. I'll attack, do the thing. Then we'll do the ninja. Bring this back. That way if we draw into another ninja, we can keep doing the thing. Ah, yeah. All right. I'll bring this back. See your... All right. Very cool. Say top, top. All right. Looking good, feeling good. Let's go. They might be waiting on a wildfire move, and that's why they kept that hand, maybe. Keeping them off red. That feels really good. I'm very curious what our opponent's hand is. All right. We can't really keep things too alive here. Let me attack first. The threat of a Spellstutter Sprite is looming. All right. Here we go, doing the thing. I don't want to trip that. So let's bring out the other bridge. And we'll bring out... we're drawing the thing next turn, so we can do that at instant speed. So let's just chill out. Don't trip that, because our Viridian Longbow is coming up next. I almost made that mistake. Tragic Slip, damn good card. Alrighty. He's not going to be long for this world. They have some sack effect here coming up. They're probably hoping my Foreboding Landscape's going to do the thing, right? We'll do this instead. Doing the thing. Here we go. All right. Get the concession. Really think this that Weakstone won us the game. I don't think I'm reaching when I say that. So we're going to do a little superstitious shuffles here. Put this in between the poison people and the ninja people. And the last one will go between the 1 and 3 Trinket Mages. That'll work. That's how I sideboard. It'd be funny to make a video. It's like how to sideboard, make it sound all pro level, and it's just a bunch of superstitious moves like that. That's how I won Pro Tour X. All right, I kind of like this hand, as long as we draw into more land quickly. So we got lots of protection here. Double check, and we'll keep. You know, I'm a little afraid of a duress here, so I might throw that longbow out there naked. I really want to top deck a Weakstone right now, or a land. Okay, there's one. I'm going to throw it out there, just in case they've got duress. It's a tough world. You know, they might have cast into the fire or any number of ways to kill an artifact, especially in this metagame, but that's how I won Pro Tour Propageddon, with superstitious moves. That would be pretty funny. Got this creepy doll head with a coconut hat on from my friend's tiki hut. He's moving that big Halloween bash that I always do in the forest. There's a tiki hut there, and he's slowly dismantling it, so he mailed that to me. And he's the voice behind Galvanic Blast, Breath Mints. What's the Brindleburgers? A lot of good stuff. All right, we'll do EOT Viper. Hang out. I think they're sitting on Hydroblast, which is another neat thing when you're going green as your main theme, right? Don't really have to worry about, you know, Pyroblasts and stuff. So I think this Halloween's going to be the very last one in the deep woods near Tahoe, and it'll be an end of an era. About 30 years of that party. A lot of fun. Let's get our combo online. Bing, bing. There's our creature. Hey, we get to untap. That's very cool. Do I really want to bring out 2 of these? I think I'm just going to attack here. Got double turn aside. You know, we've already seen Clark Kent Shaman. I'm going to keep that other Recluse back. I might really regret it, but... Well, no, I'm not. It's too early for that. We're going to do this. I always like putting the bow on the Recluse because it does 1 damage anyway and doesn't feel like you're missing an attack. That's right, the deep, dark woods. Oh, shoot. I can't even do this now. Son of a gun. Went from great board state to no. Obviously, that's an option. I just, having seen the Clark Kent Shaman, I was like, it's a little too early to be sacrificing a land for that, but just to get one. All right, don't really mind this. Pulse of Murasa would be nice. Yeah, that's probably the card it resembles the most, Dark Heart of the Wood, which we've done a spoof for as well. I can't remember, was it? I think it was Will that sent me that one. Now we're just dead draw here. This is horrible. That could have gone really, really right, but it went really, really wrong. Dreamer Stingo, that's right. Thank you, Nimchimsky. Hey, I had it right. You corrected me with the moniker there, but technically I had it right. I had a lot of fun editing that down. I took about 1.5 minutes off of it. The original. And if you're a good editor, your favorite edits are the ones that people don't know that you did anything. If you notice it, it's a bad edit. Oh, goodness. Well, maybe we'll catch him being artifact blow up happy. Just throw that out there as bait. Hey, we can always use turn aside on it, right? You know, theoretically, I should have played the island, not the seat there. You might be playing something like what's that? Warped Mine, where you have to discard 2 cards unless one's an artifact. It's very unlikely, but technically you can make the argument. Wretch Mind, that's the one. Wretch Mind, I apologize. Even my brain is dyslexic. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. I really fear this thing, so I'd much rather tap that down. We'll do this on here. Lands are silly at this point. Might get Hydroblasted here. Here comes Power Blast. I always say Hydroblast, but Red Elemental Blast. All right. Hey, man, I wish that was a permanent. Okay, USA. Anybody know what that's from? Famous martial arts movie. My son and I always say it to each other. Okay, USA. There it is. That was everywhere around 2009, that Wretch Mind. Everybody was playing mono black control, and that was like 4 of in everybody's sideboard. Back before artifacts were everywhere. This doesn't look good. They're probably sitting on a whole lot of removal. And keep the thoughts flowing here. You know, what you like, what you don't like. We got too many lands here. We lose. Concede. We'll be taking a whole lot next turn. There's an L. Wah, wah, wah. Cool matchup. Would have been nice to have a heavier, what do you call a Weakstone Subjugation draw there. But just to kind of had a blowout there. You see me do this, it's always, I'm pulling on my joints because these are the 2 fingers I jammed. Good news is I can make a full fist now and things are progressing well. So, hey, we haven't seen Guy Who Walks Alone in a while. He's probably on some very cool spicy build. Yeah, because of that I'm thinking of keeping because of Crypt, but we're going to mulligan this. We can't keep that many lands. Oh, come on, list. Mulligan. All lands, no lands. Keep. We'll get rid of that and this. Done. Do the thing. Let's go. I haven't seen Guy Who Walks Alone online in a long time. He's the creator of the Drain List, as well as many other propaganda staples, I would like to say. Let's play this out. I'm gonna crack this for a blue, obviously. We'll go get a Seer online, see what we're gonna get. Hey, that's pretty good stuff. I'll say top. That's early enough. I want to see that Spellstutter Sprite online very soon. Of course, it could be a little bit of a stultifying play action there. I want to kind of bring out the Trinket Mage there, right? I haven't seen any creatures that might deem worthy of that. I know we put both on top, so we're gonna chill out here. We'll attack. Spellstutter 7-up. Guy who walks alone, guy who brews alone. I like it. Really leaning on a Sprite being worthy here. Otherwise, it's going to feel kind of like a lost day. There we go. Sprite bait. Yeah. Did the thing. Woo. Feeling good. Hiya. All right. Let's get our dude online. Got double creatures. Yes. Obviously the combo, but this might want to be a Tormod's Crypt play very soon. I'll get the combo out. Attacking. Doing 4 damage a turn. That's not too bad. Soon to be 6. Spellstutter Speech Center. We've done that. Yep. We've mentioned Viridian Longbows on today's show at the beginning of it with makeshift munitions. Made with real tree folk, I think is the line that we use there. All right. They're draw dependent. I respect this move. Pulse of Murasa, I really like that right now. I'm going to do that right now. Another use of the flexibility. Bloop. There we go. Here we are. I'm just going to sack it. We're going to get an island out of the deal and attack. Yeah, that black matchup, though, I was just like, I think I had Corrupted Conviction. I had all 4 of them, and then I think 3 Village Rites and Eviscerator's Insight flashed back, and I was still stuck at 3 lands, and I think it was 30 or 28 cards left, and I was like, wow, there's like 18 more lands left, I think. It was something crazy like that. Heaped Harvest, this is the one I messed up when I played it. I was like, do you want to do this? I was like, no. Like, oops. That's a bad idea. Feels like we got him on the outs. Doing the thing. Ooh, I really like seeing this now. We'll bring out a longbow. Is that the time to do it? No, it isn't, actually. We're just going to attack. We'll flash in a Viper and then have Spellstutter Sprite back up. It's no joke. Set to 3, you know. He's like, what on earth? Guy Who Walks Alone knows what I'm up to. The big time watcher of the show. Oh, we're on Sprite Patrol. Let's cancel that because it draws things. Okay, USA. Anybody guess that? Serious landage. Call some serious landage. Get chasmed. What are they going to kill? Insight. I'm going to do this to this. Bloop. Thinks it's a counter. It isn't. It's just a snake with a really cool quote. I love this quote. Living creatures seldom impress me, but I like this one. I know I said that at the top of the show. I wanted to say it again. I like it. I feel an affinity to the Falcon Wrath. Ooh, this got better quickly. We'll bring this out. We'll do the thing. Attack. We'll do this thing. Counter magic in hand. Chop. Pow. Boom. Yeah. Yes. Just do everything at instant speed. I love Flash. It's one of my favorite mechanics. Be funny in like 30 years there might be like every deck uses just Flash creatures. Yeah, Crypt routes would be a problem. All right, we got one game against a really good player. Where'd my pin go? There it is. W. I'm going to just call it Golgari, right? Golgari. On a Golgari Safari. No artifact lands. I don't want to get too top heavy with... do we just run this back? Anybody got a... Well said, Dreamer Stingo. Yeah, so blasts are out of the question. Weakstone, a little bit of a reach. Still not quite sure what they're up against. I feel like I should have another Crypt. Let's bring in one more Crypt and maybe lose one turn aside. I didn't really see much interaction. It looked like more of a combo list, so I'm going to bring in all of our... I got a feeling this... Golgari is usually very graveyard heavy, so I got a feeling that might be some sort of a... what's that? The big zombie that comes back all the time. I didn't really see the creatures to support it, but okay, this is the kind of hand I'll keep. We're on the draw, and we got Deadly Recluse. Oh, my chess class went a lot better this week. We got some really unruly kids, but had a lot of aha moments, and kids, like, you could see the light bulb go on, and they got it, and they were excited, so that was really fun. This next week, I teach 2 classes instead of 1, and it's my first solo class on Friday, so I'm really excited about that. I get a little bit of a budget to get prizes for the kids, so I got a bunch of chess stickers and things like that off of Amazon, so I'll hand them out to the good ones. There's one kid, Johnny, who's just, it reminds me of my firstborn, Alex, just the sweetest kid, super, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Just disciplined. You know, my firstborn was like this perfect student soldier kid. He was just, you know, teachers would always talk about Alex. They would be like, oh my God, if we could just clone him. He just wants to, you know, he would just act like a soldier, followed all the rules, did everything like that. So a lot of the time, that's the one I was thinking of. For a second there, I thought I messed that up. All right, let's attack. We'll turn on our thing to draw some stuff. I'm probably waiting on a cast down here. Let's go. Thank you for bringing that there, Dreamer Stingo. I always like that little quick update. Yes. Yeah, I want to do the thing. Woo! All right, we'll do this. Didn't even have to mage for it. Look at that. Come on, basic island, please. I want to just top deck it, make it a no-brainer. And with that, I don't even know what I'll do. I might just keep attacking here. Let's go. This deck's quite the mystery, isn't it? Let's ensure that we're going to get a land. Well, I can't really ensure it. We'll make the odds a lot heavier. Bye-bye, circuit. Doing the thing again. Okay. Definitely a Crypt Wrap element. Got to slow roll this. Yep. I like that play. Alrighty. Let's say... I really want another one. Yeah, I do. Top. Attack. Yes. And we'll get rid of... I guess we get rid of a Trinket Mage. Boop. Bam. Bing. Pow. Gonna risk a Crypt Wrap move here. Do this. Put on a little bit more pressure. Hacker's good. Bridge is good. Top. Hopefully our stuff is alive next turn. Let's go. The robot soldiers. Yeah, I messed around with those in Brute Squad. It just wasn't enough. I love Simic Creations. So much so I made a card frame and I sat inside of it for a few hours. Actually, by this time, I've probably logged about a month straight inside of this card. If you add up all the hours and times, especially back when I only had like 4 or 5 frames, now I've got like 50 or something built. I haven't made one of those in a while. Try to keep them super generic. Let's attack. I just want to go on a block fest here. I'll bring back the ninja. I'll do the other ninja. Let's go. All draw. Yes. Yes. Crack. Doing the thing. Kind of wanting to grab a Kenku here. Combination's technically here. I just feel like their deck just isn't quite humming on all cylinders. Definitely feels like we're going to see a Crypt Rat, so I don't want to overextend. Our hand is all creatures. I just realized that. Saw the top of the show. He saw Mtmentat. I don't know if he's in the chat. If he is, he's being awfully quiet. Whoa, Tendrils. What is this, 2009? Right at the top of the show, sporting his propaganda mat. I always love that. He sent me out 3 pictures. He climbed some big mountain somewhere and posed with looking all triumphant. I was like, that's awesome. Double offering. I mean, no, just one inside in the yard. Okay. Really like seeing this land. Doing the thing. Let's ensure what we're going to draw. Okay. Let's say bottom. Don't really need a ninja. I say bottom. Sacrilege, right? Attack. Yes. Okay, don't really need that. I'll lose Recluse. I think I gotta sit back. I can double Viper at the end of the turn and represent quite a bit of damage. I'd really like to find a turn aside. Make them think I gotta play around Spellstutter Sprite. I do not. Okay. Nature's Lore. Don't think I've seen this artwork. That's awfully pretty, isn't it? Yep, Therese Nielsen, dude. Second I like artwork, it's usually her. The Illusion of Safety. Viper attack. I notice in this deck, at least in this deck, you seem to tap out on blue sources a lot, but not green. Yeah, I have found that being able to fetch for that one tree or the one seat is key, and when I skim on them, then I'm stuck without any green, so it's we will be drawing a card here. I know I feel like I'm overextending. I just want to find a turn aside so I can shut off another Tendrils if it comes up. Let's say bottom. Really want to find a turn aside here. Let's go. Attack. Don't do it. Alrighty. I think this is a good time as any. We'll trip this EOT, I guess. No sense in doing it now. Feel like we've taken too long. Feel like he's about to turn the corner. Nature's Lore. It's definitely some sort of corrupt Tendrils build. I gotta find turn aside quick. Is this a... Yep, there's a corrupt pointed right at our face. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna throw this out. Crack. Corruption. It's all about deck thinning at this point. Let me bring out the little lady. Whoop. Find me the thing. No. Bottom. Really want to find turn aside here. You know what? If I lessen the card even more, I'll have a higher chance here. Yep. I'll bring out another Crypt. Sure. I'll play it. Attack. I feel like a rat's just going to wipe the board here. Oh no. Can't do that with this play. That was dumb. Say no. Money Whizbit, nice to have you with us. First time chat. But I almost safekeeping make more sense than turn aside. You could make an argument for it. It's just the blue is so more prevalent in the list that when I have it, I want to have it. I don't want to. We don't lean on green very heavily, so that's the reason why. This feels pretty good. We could bring back our Moon Circuit Hacker instantly. That'd be pretty fun. Let's attack. We're probably walking right into some more, you know, what's it? Can't believe we didn't get Crypt ratted out of existence here. Let me do that. 2, 3. We'll Murasa back our Moon Circuit. I did it again, didn't I? Now we have nothing to pitch to, but we still win. All right. Boop. Here we go. Alrighty. I'm going to get some more coffee, guys. It's been quite a few shows before I've even run to a commercial. So the old Conan O'Brien, I love his show, and we always mine it for commercial breaks and stuff like that. I'm just going to go get some more coffee and use the restroom. We'll come back for the last round, but this is the offensive ghost of Saint, you know, that, what was it, the modern card that everybody would play, the priest or something, Saint of Gast. I forget. It was a white and a blue. Anyway, that's what this is based on. I'll be back in a minute.
The height of the Great Depression.
Great Depression. Okay.
A lot of hard-working farmers were going under back then, and I dedicated this little tune to them.
Okay.
Oh, the farmers say they need a helping hand, but I say we should kick them off their land. We'll send in lots of cops and burn down all their crops and turn their pastures into desert sand. Deserty-doo.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't apply. That's terrible.
Oh, thank you, folks.
What kind of people are you?
Oh,
that's
they're wonderful
That's
people.
a horrible song.
Too heartwarming, eh?
A heartwarming farmers are the backbone of this country. That's terrible.
Well, one man's backbone is another man's parasite.
Oh, my God.
Let's just change the subject, pal. How about a sweet little song I used to sing for all the ladies?
Okay, a song for the ladies. Well, that sounds fine, I guess. Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. Go ahead. This should be terrific.
Okay, here you go.
Yeah.
Oh, women shouldn't disagree with men. If they do, they should be locked up in a pen. We'll shackle them with chains and lobotomize their brains to make damn sure they don't disagree again. Lobotomy Lou.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's right there.
I have a lot of problems with that
right
song.
up in the eye.
You just said lobotomy Lou at the end of the song. That's not a word.
Yeah,
Second of all, that is one of the most offensive songs I've ever heard. That's worse than the farmer song. You actually want to lock up women in pens?
Well, not all of them. The larger ones could be tied up in staples.
Oh, for God's sake!
Just kind of rope them over to the woods.
I do not. This is terrible. No, that's it. That's it. I don't care if you're a ghost from the 30s or not. Just get out of here.
Say, you got a hot Irish temper. I wrote a little song about the Irish. Listen up. Oh, the Irish shouldn't be allowed to breed. We already have more drunkards than we need. They're all just lazy slobs who want to take away our jobs. And when they cut their fingers, whiskey's all they bleed. Whiskey-doo-woo.
No, wait a minute. You said whiskey-doo-woo.
Available at all fine Singer superstores.
And we're back. Everybody's equally offended on that one. Yeah, that's it. Geist of St. Chav. Got a little rematch going on here. We will keep this. And maybe it's a new deck. Maybe it's not. The guy who walks alone is back. And all new adventures. Looks a lot more aggro this time. Throwing something cool at us. Indeed. All right. Nothing to do but the bridge. Tell you the card I am falling in love with is the it would help if I remembered the name of it, the new Edict guy that only costs 1 and a black. I forget his name offhand, but man, that card's I just love that little extra oomph of like accept tokens. You can sacrifice anything, just not a token. So we're pretty flooded here, so I'll just lead off with an Ambush Viper here. Hydroblast Soda. Woo! Oh, we ain't blocking that. Curse Marauder. That's the one. Thank you, Dreamer Stingo. I love this little dude. Anybody ever watch Cat's Eye with Stephen King? One of the in 1984, Drew Barrymore played this little girl whose cat was protecting her from a little creature that looked just like this. I mean, if they didn't base it on that, I'd be amazed. But so this is another flavor of black from our friend, the guy who walks alone. This looks like it's going to be a lot more effective. Of course, we do have our combo online, or we will soon. Yeah, let's go get our combo. Yep. Longbow. Attack. It's in another realm. It can't block. Always loved Deathtouch Slayer. It's one of my favorite black cards. I just love how black it is, man. Double black, looks black, shadow, just cool. All right, we're both representing 4 damage. Little refill on the hand. Our Kenku is going to go live. Might not need to. Might just play the bow. Oh, okay. If they're going to do this, this is no problem. This is, yeah, this is just, guess they just hoped I didn't have it. So we can lock and load here and reset the board. There it is. Bloop. They might have snuff out, maybe. Nope. Bye-bye. Crack. Cast down's nice and all, but why not have one every turn? Ah! Oh, Sinister Strength? Yeah, that's a oldie but goodie. A lot of value. Exhume. I don't know why you'd exhume it. Okay, it's just going to die again. I think Guy Who Walks Alone might be like yelling at his monitor here. Be like, hey. Okay, let's do this. We're going to do this. Targeting this. We'll shoot this down. Pow. It works again. Oh, I should have done that on his turn. That was dumb. Helps if I read the card. Attack. Should have done it on their turn. That was dumb. Shade Form. Don't see it very often. There it is. When a creature dies, return it to the battlefield under your control. It's got this clause in it that says, read this, and I didn't do it. But we've got a turn aside, so we feel pretty safe. Taking at least 4 this turn, probably more. I used to run Pestermite in this build because I could untap this and kill 2 things in a turn, but that was just a little excessive, you know. Getting in their damage. Gonna kill us with a Sign in Blood here. Oh, okay, that'll keep them alive quite a while. Not much I can do there. All right, there goes half our life. And they get nicely reset. We'll do the thing. Krakatoa. Play the landscape so we can Murasa it back. I'll get a forest here. Murasa will still be online. Let's get the land here. Let's attack. Turn aside, still active. This deck's really feels like it's churning now. This is a really kind of a good draw phase, right? I mean, we've seen it stumble a little bit, but when it works well, it does feel like it could be in a tier. Not 1, but definitely around the 2s. I love their tasted lands. These are gorgeous swamps. All right. There's a W against Suey Black. Any old schoolers out there? Weakstone for sure. Huge, huge, huge. Yes. Probably keep things alive here. I don't even know if I want to mess with their graveyard. Let me see. You know, there are quite a few shadow creatures that have 1 toughness. So, and I used to run. There was a fog effect that it fogged everything but 1 creature. I used to run that a lot in this build, but I've moved on. But I'm thinking of doing that. So Weakstone's in. Pulse is going to be relevant. I'll get rid of a Disruptor, a turn aside, and what else? Maybe 1 Ninja here. Keep our mana. Ha! Yeah, I forget it's Terrifying Presence is what it's called. We could bring that up. I used to run that in hundreds of versions of this list. If, you know, you got a really goblin heavy or tokens, you know, all the just swarms going wide strategies coming at you, it's awesome because you can block with all your stuff and then, you know, block with your pinger, and then it only does damage, everything else doesn't, and then you take out 2 or 3 creatures. It's pretty sweet. But if that creature gets killed when you're choosing targets, it whiffs the fog effect. So, okay. We have a turn aside. We've got that. This is going to be close. I'm going to keep this. We've got extra draw here, so let's hopefully it'll get there. Not much blocking going on in this matchup. I like their style a lot. We'll bring out a bridge and pass. Here we go. That sprite will probably have sprite some fruit. There it is. Not much we can do about that. This will probably get there with this draw. I mean, we don't really have many. Pulse of Murasa, that's another reason I kept it in here. All right. And we can sit back on our Viper or our Sprite. Hope you guys like this list. It's a lot of fun to play. This is one of those under the category of like you're burned out, you're not feeling it, and you want that vibrancy, you know, shoved back into the IV of magic in your veins, you know. This is a good deck to dust off and have fun with. Okay. Viper attack. Weakstone. Come on. Damn it. There's a good flavor to see, right? Yeah, I think we just get that back. Well, we don't have to do it now. Maybe they're going to play the best 1 mana spell ever. So let's give ourselves a little bit of an out there. But for right now, it's more of a pause button and staying alive here. Troll. Really feel an affinity for Guy Who Walks Alone's builds. He tends to like black. I like black. And then, let's see. See, there's a 1 toughness. I don't want to rely on Sandstorm, though. He's got a lot of buffers that make things bigger and stuff. So if we take it 6 next turn, we'll be at 8 this time next turn. You know what? I'm gonna actually, I'll let this go. I'm not gonna pulse this turn. I want to bring out the Sprite so that I can at least draw. Hopefully he doesn't kill this. The land's even good here. All right. Ooh, this is rough. I can't block either of those. I'm taking at least 6. Let's get the hacker going. Online here. Doing the thing. Come on, baby. Basic land. Nope. Now we're in trouble. No blockies. I can stop some shenanigans, but not many. Oh, that's good news. They had a way to kill us that turn. Oh, it's probably a sign in blood to our face, right? Oh, nope. I expect we're getting signed in blood here. What do we got? What do we got? Really? Well, this isn't doing us any good. Oopsie. Here, let's do this. We have lost. We'll still be at 2 life next turn. Lobotomy Lou. Songs are so catchy. Not messing about. We'll do this now. Zip. Bring it on back. Counterspell for 2 is very relevant right now. We will attack for 3. We can't do any blocking. Might as well. Sinister Strength. I haven't played a black Sui deck in a long time because there's just so many better builds of black. Yes. Discard a card. Artificer. We're looking for more Moment's Peace. 6 damage every turn. We need to cast a Moment's Peace every turn to win this battle. Or top deck into a Viridian Longbow, which is what I'm hoping for here. I just love being able to flash at the end of turn. Because right now, Sign in Blood, we have an answer for it. What's this? Dalthui Slayer? Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff, huh? And I think we got to do the thing here. We'll drop kick this. Now, if we top deck a bow, it's not going to matter. Oh, that hurts bad. Nice play. Concede. Let's see what our next card was, though. Whoop. I guess it's not going to show us. Begin sideboarding. I kind of like bringing this dude in. Subjugation, where were ya? Turn aside's going to be good here. Oh, wondering if I should do that. One less here. And, you know, Sprite, in the very rare case, this does count as a fairy, so that can be relevant. I want to bring in that other turn aside. Let's go. Yeah, I put it back in there, Mind Stab. Thanks to you. Here we go. Last game of the day. Let's hopefully see if it goes well. Hey, that's a good start. Keep. And in about a year, we'll be back here with a new build of this. Maybe it'll have some Avatar The Last Airbender cards in it or something. Maybe this Faerie Seer will be Katara or something. Who knows? Pretty hard to beat this card. It's probably one of the best 1-drops you can have in Magic. That's just crazy. Well, I should say in Pauper. Let's go. I mean, it flies. Evasion check. Comes in. Fixes your opening draw. Just crazy. Bottom. We don't want any of this stuff. Here we go. And away we go with that. It'd be really nice to see a Spellstutter Sprite at this stage of the game. We do not. Well, we don't need to let them know we have our mana right. We'll attack here. Turn on our Ninja of the Deep Hours. If you watch our posts on YouTube, we've got that little community tab or whatever. It's not community anymore. It's just posts, but my son made a Lego of the Ninja of the Deep Hours, and I posted that the other day. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Win, loss. Let's see who's going to win this one. Oh, are they mana screwed? I sure hope so. Not to sound mean, but, you know. Cast down? Or is this a Slayer? Cast down. Okay. Turn aside. Come on. Give me one more turn, would you? Ridiculous. Well, yeah, I was thinking of Trinket there, but I think this is a much better play. This deck is all 2 mana or less. I already got the one answer. I'm going to say bottom with this. I'll say top. And we'll sit back and do nothing. Sprite will probably work. We're still suffocating fumes bait here. All right. Walks right into it. Can't blame him. Got to do it. Where's the snuff out? Nope. All right. Let's go. Bajuka Bog. The Bajuka Brothers. That was in the horror skit that we did, me and my brother, when we were out hiking. We took a picture, and then I used it in the horror gore galore Rakdos Film Festival spoof commercial I did by the legendary producers, the Bajuka Bros. Still one of my favorite edits of all time. I love that one. Okay, let's do the thing. Attack. Feels like this is our game to lose here. Bring back the Sprite, which counters pretty much everything in their list. Yep. Yes, please. Okay. I really wish I could do the thing. I'm going to We're going to just go get an island here. I really wish I could have played the Faerie and had backup because, you know what's online right now. We'll just hope it's a cast down play instead. So right now, the only thing we have that can survive a Suffocating Fumes is a Trinket Mage. I don't mind another one of those coming out. I want to stop this kind of stuff. Magnifiers. Let's go. Right now we're winning the damage race. Oh boy, I wish Turn Aside was just a universal counter. Of course, that happens now. Well, I want to wait till they invest in something here. I mean, I guess I could put it on now. Let's attack. So many decision trees here. This is fine. We'll say yes to this. Wow, we got all kinds of counters here. Do I just get rid of this? I can get rid of Kenku. This is a beautiful sequence here. I'm going to do this because now we're kind of impervious to, you know what? Oh, this is really good too. Top. I can Spellstutter. I can Turn Aside. All right, we really have to hold out for Suffocating Fumes. We're just kind of baiting them here. Fine, taking 2. We're waiting for Subjugation. I want to kind of go all in with, like, you know, that evil card or whatever it was. No blocks. Can't block anyway. I bet Guy Who Walks Alone in my creative brain area looks very similar. I like to think so anyway. Are they showing discipline? I will too. Let's go. We don't really have to do much else here. We're doing 5 to their 2. There it is, right? Oh, we'll do Turn Aside here. I'll still say yes. Discard a card. It's actually really tough. I'm going to lose the mage. I think if they had Suffocating Fumes, I would have played it there. Oh, let's stop that from happening or let them have it. Let's stop it. All right, we get there. Okay, so we won actually we only lost the one against Jund. But a lot of rogue this week and stuff. But so yeah, this is one of those lists. Like I said, if you're really into it, highly recommend it. Could maybe go down to 20 lands. I wouldn't recommend it though. You see, when the deck's churning, you just want to be able to keep up blue mana for your turn asides or your counter magic and such. And skimming on lands, not where I want to be with this style of list. And like we've shown, we can always go get them back with this and stuff. But so this is where it sits, as I wrote here, Deathtouch in 2025. Really like this build. You've seen, if you go back in the past, we probably have 8 or 9 by now, because I do it about once a year, and we've been on almost 10 years now, builds of this. And there's some that actually perform better without the Sprite package, and the ninjas are more like preordained and just raw stuff, and I'm not quite sure why that is, but this one's a lot funner of the two. And you know, when removal and everything that answers this is 2 mana or less, there's a really good argument for the Sprite package to be involved here, especially when you couple them with ninjas. So you're trying to ask us, what did we learn? Well, we learned what I just said, that hopefully that graphic worked. I didn't have my headphones on, so I couldn't do any quality control there. But really liking Turn Aside. We only saw it a few times be relevant today. But what did we learn? You could probably, at least in this outing, we could have lost Sandstorm for something else. You probably want to maybe add 1 Vandal, maybe just keep it to 1 Sandstorm. You know, the second you do that, though, you're up against like White Weenie or, you know, the red deck, which just 1/1s just clobbering you all day long and stuff. So anyway, so this weekend more than ever, I'm going to be online a whole lot, and hopefully some Brew Society games I will get going on. Like I said, I'm 4-1 right now, so I'm doing pretty good. And Chimsky, how are you doing in that? What's your record, buddy? You play a lot more than me. I shouldn't have asked that at the very end of the show, because there it is. That free monthly home tournament, the Pauper Brew Society. There's the link. Highly encourage you all to get going on it. It's a barrier for entry. I was a little confused because, you know, there's a lot, but if you just give it a look and bookmark a few things and you're good to go. I really like how you submit reports with it. I just bookmark the page and then you put your name, your opponent's name, how everything went down, a little special note there, and boom, you're off to the races. So it's pretty cool. I've played a lot of games. I've won about 7 and lost 3 or 4. Woo! All right. Well, hopefully my winning ways continue. I just was playing a Guy Who Walks Alone's build pretty much. I know I've changed it so much over the time. I can't really even call it that anymore, but good times. Hey, stream finished before Jaws started. Nice. All right, everybody. Well, till next week, we're going to be off on October 11th. I'm going to be on Angel Island camping up in the San Francisco area. So probably shouldn't disclose my location of the world, but if anybody wants to make the trek, you'll see me. Anyway, till next time, guys. Like I said, I'll be online a lot in the next few evenings. So till then, we'll see you. Play lots of Pauper, and we'll go out with, I don't know, maybe the packs. Here we go.
Hey everybody, it's deluxeicoff from Propaganda. If you want the ultimate deck box in luxury, deck engineering, and of all things toughness, the Mach 3 by LDB Duel is insanely impressive, and I'm hard to impress. Let's zoom in on here. We've got your typical backside with the dice compartment, and of course our Propaganda sleeved cards. But what's really cool about this is the entire front comes off for when you're not playing. It comes on nice and easily, robust, thick. It's a monster.